Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to another Monday Morning Art Talk. I'm Steven Silver, character designer and teacher, dedicated to helping you learn about the art industry and living up to your potential. Whippy! Alright, welcome to another Monday Morning Art Talk. I'm here today with my daughter Macy. She's in 10th grade, her school year has ended, but I wanted to bring up today just conversation and just talking about just not taking things for granted, because that's where the conversation was really all about, where school involved and the things that we take for granted, but also just to get 15-year-olds, soon to be 16-year-olds perspective on kind of like what they're going through. Hello, Macy.
Steven.
So I just, we were talking yesterday and you were just saying how sad, you were. Just all of a sudden your school year's ended, you're no longer able to kind of see your friends. And I just kind of wanted to talk about just when you were feeling like you've taken so many things for granted, so you were saying to me how weird it was that we love school. I've never really liked school, but all of a sudden everyone's missing school and everyone's sad. So what are you experiencing through this and feeling?
Yeah, so, kids tend to not really like school, but now since it's like over, everyone loves it and misses it, which is pretty funny. But I was saying how I never really hated school. I kind of liked it. I enjoyed getting to go and see all my friends and be in my classes, and I loved a lot of my teachers, so it was always nice to get to see them. And so it's, just waking up in the morning. I never enjoyed waking up really early and then having to get out of my warm bed and put on makeup and get dressed and rush out the door for school so I can be there on time. But, now that I don't have school, I miss waking up in the morning and, just being so tired while, like, trying to put mascara on and, getting to go and see my friends and opening up my locker and, seeing my friends come running up to my locker to tell me something exciting and, just being in my classes. I miss the feeling of being in class and getting out of the house every day.
Right, it's those things that, again, you've learned to appreciate that now. Do you think that you're going to see things differently now? Like if they do open school back up, I know they've closed it for the rest of the school year, so that's not going to happen, but it's something where you're going to appreciate it differently next time you go. You think it's going to really change for you?
Yeah, like in class, how you have your acquaintances who you really only talk to in class, those moments that you spend with them and, the memories you make on campus and everything, they're going to mean so much more.
Mm-hmm.
And, sitting in the back of class talking with your friends, it's going to mean so much more to, kids now because it was taken away from them.
Right.
And there's certain things that they wish they could go back and say to people and do because they'll never get to do it again. Like, kids have friends who are seniors, and even for seniors, seniors are never going to get to sit in the back of their Spanish class again and talk to their friends while the teacher is lecturing. And they're never going to get to open their lockers again and sit with their friends at lunch. It's all changing, so kids are gonna,
Yeah, you were telling me like one of your friends was taking a video of her, like she's a senior and she's closing or opening her locker for the last time, and how sad that was.
She was opening her locker for the last time, and she took a video that said that she would never be able to do that again.
Yeah, it's over. So again, it's so much about just really trying to take these moments and appreciate them, whether good or bad, whether we want to do stuff, whether we don't want to do stuff, just trying to find that appreciation. But also you're supposed to be getting your driver's license coming up, and you can't. How does that make you feel that you can't even?
Well, I was supposed to get my driver's license next week, but now I'm not able to get it for another 2-3 months. And it's unfortunate because, I tried to get my permit on time and, do my best to drive as much as I could so that I was able to get it on time. Because most of my friends, they didn't get it on time, and they were all like sad that, oh, if I had gotten it on time, I would have been able to do this or this, and now I won't be able to. And so it's unfortunate.
Like, you were bummed more at first, but I think it seems like you're starting to kind of used to it. Like you've been in quarantine now for, it's almost about 3 weeks. I mean, do you feel like you're getting used to this? Like, how are you feeling about just the general? Are you feeling a lot of anxiety being at home? Are you feeling like things are gonna work out? Like, where are you at with that?
With the whole quarantine thing, I'm feeling like, I don't know, I feel bored. There's nothing to do, there's nowhere to go. I'm just sitting, in my bed, just wearing sweats and a hoodie or just my pajamas and rewatching old Netflix shows that I watched like last year. And there's really nothing to do. I mean, I go for a run, I ride my bike around the street, or with my brother, I walk the dog. But it's boring. It feels like an just Sunday, 24/7.
Now you're just bored, but also you're a teenager, and I always say, I always feel like you used to like drawing a lot more than you do now, but having that hobby, like, I mean, this is where a lot of people struggle too. I mean, I think a lot of artists should draw, people should be doing stuff, and I try to tell you, Macy, do something. Is there anything that, you have, makes you think that you want to do more of now, or that you haven't been?
Well, with drawing, that was something I would really just draw when I was feeling anxious or stressed out, So I have a bunch of drawings on my homework and classwork. But it's not something like I'm just going to sit down and start drawing now that I have nothing to do, because it's not something I really want to do.
Right.
It's, so now, I don't really have too many hobbies, but, if I feel like, doing something, I'll just go outside for a little bit and ride my bike.
So what do you miss more than anything, like right now? What are you feeling like is the biggest missing thing?
Right now, I'm really just missing, getting to wake up and go to school every day, like going out every day and having somewhere to go and, dressing, all cute. So, my friends and I can look cute together. And
who knew missing school? You never think in a million years you'd hear students say, I miss school. But that's what we do. I think that the important thing about this is just to really think about what it is that you've taken for granted right now, and that you realize that, hey, you know what, I'm going to change. I'm going to make change. There's a lot of people after this who won't make any change. My son would say he used to go to, when he went to dinner with his friends, he never really appreciated the conversations necessarily he had, and he misses them so much, and he feels like he's going to look at it differently when he can start hanging out, and you're on FaceTime a lot with your friends, and that's how you guys are connecting, and I think that's an important thing. But the real heart of all this, I think, is just to try to know what it is that you're missing, that you're longing for, and appreciate it, and really even write it down for yourself. I'm going to change this about myself. Maybe I'm going to pay more attention. One of the things that I'm doing with my wife is we're walking every day, which is great, about a mile every day, and maybe a little bit more. And it's just something that we realize, hey, this is a new habit that we're going to start doing, something now. I mean, you've been doing that with just running. You've been going running every day where you never used to do that. And so those are things just to kind of keep in mind. And I think that's really it. Thanks for joining us today, me today, Macy. What's it like? Maybe some people want to know, what's it like having your dad being an artist and being at home all the time? Because I almost feel like I'm in quarantine. I've been in quarantine for the last 12 years, just at home. I never leave my house. But what's it like, Macy?
Well, Stephen, to have him home every day, it's nice because, a lot of my friends, their dads go to work and they don't have a close relationship with their dads, and I get to have that because I always get to see him. He, will take me to school or pick me up from school when my mom doesn't, because she also works from home. And so I always get to be with my parents, and, well, not, you know what I mean, but...
I think it kind of makes it easier too during this time because we are home all the time. You're used to it. We're not driving each other crazy.
Yeah, and it's not like some awkward, relationship. Like,
right.
I'm comfortable with my parents. They're like, two of my best friends, and my brother is, one of my best friends. So it's all just normal,
Mm-hmm.
And it's, I have a close relationship with them because I get to see them all the time. And so during this time, it's not like I just want to be in my room away from them. Like, I want to go downstairs and be around them because, well, first of all, what else am I going to do?
That's right.
But then, I just get, and we get to watch movies at night, and, it's not like he's coming home from work all tired and exhausted and just wants to eat dinner and go to bed. He gets to relax with us, and we get to eat dinner together as a family, like almost every night, especially now. But while we were at school, my brother would be out, or I would be out, or someone would be out. But now, even then, we would always have dinner as a family together and just all hang out, and we watch shows together even before all of this. But having him, people thinking he's this famous person or whatever they think you are, he's just my dad, really. It's not like I'm seeing him as, oh, my father is Steven Silver. It's normal. It's nothing special. And when people say that I'm so lucky that he's my dad, I mean, yeah, I'm lucky he's my dad. I love him. But it's not like, I'm so lucky because, he designed all these characters and it's...
Right, it's like whatever, it's whatever. I get all the typical sort of stuff, but it's been great. It's great having you as a daughter, Macy. A real pleasure.
Thank you, Stephen.
So that's it. I just kind of wanted to share my kids' perspective just a little bit. Most importantly, don't take things for granted. Just look at this time as a reinvention for yourself. What can you do to reinvent yourself? Don't look at it like as a crisis. Don't get into crisis mode. But what are the silver linings? What are the beautiful things that are coming out of this? What are the changes that you can make to as we're all in this together and making through it? This is where we are. All right. So thanks again for watching. Thank you, Macy, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Take care. All right, there we go. Good job, Macy.
You should have said that.
To learn more about my Skype mentorships and workshops, please visit silvertunes.com. And if you like, sign up for my mailing list where you'll be notified of any upcoming workshops or events. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll talk to you next week.